You're a little wrong, and I can show it to you if you'd like.
Sure. Can I see your ID too?
No, you don't need mine. Can I see your ID? Let me see where you live at and all that stuff.
If you're in here recording, I would like to see ID, because other than that, you should not be in here. That's why I asked for ID.
Our channel here at Recognizing Our Rights has existed on YouTube for over 4 years. We have seen people getting unlawfully arrested for no reason. We've seen cops getting away with crimes. We've seen the duality of cops who have defended auditors when they were the victims of assault, as well as other cops who arrested those auditors for defending themselves. And we've even seen cops get so scared crapless by an acorn that they mag dump into their own police cruiser. But I don't think in all the existence of our channel we've ever seen a random post office employee demand identification from somebody. I mean, maybe we have and we just don't remember. I mean, let us know in the comments down below on that regard. But in the meantime, let's roll the tape with Bay Area transparency going into this post office in Elmira, California. We sincerely hope you all enjoy this footage.
Awesome.
Can I see ID, please?
Excuse me?
Can I see ID?
See my ID?
Yes, you're recording me right now. I don't understand what's going on.
Well, I'm speaking to you. This thing follows me, look. So if I'm looking at you, which is respectful because you're talking to me, of course it's going to record.
Can you point it somewhere else, because I don't feel like that's appropriate.
Well, you spoke to me, so I don't need to speak to you. I'm good. I don't need any help. And then,
Please don't record in here.
why is that? Why would you ask for my ID, by the way? That's a weird question.
No, it's not weird, because for this job, we have a right to ask for ID. It is federal.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can ask anybody for anything. Like I can ask you for. I'm just trying to talk. I can ask you for $5. Can I have $5?
Yeah, sure you can.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it.
No, because you want ID.
I'll charge you $5 for my ID.
Is it that bad? All I'm doing is stating what's policy around here.
What's policy is to ask me for my ID?
You're recording here.
Oh no, I get that for sure. I'm definitely recording. I'm just checking the building out, but I was just saying the ID thing is what I'm talking about.
You also have me, whatever you're doing.
Right. You're on the camera because it follows me where I look, right? So if you weren't
but if you could direct it that way, because it's actually
for sure. Are we done to speaking, and then I can go about my business, and the camera's not pointing at you? Sure. That's fine with me. I'm not here for you. I don't need you on my camera.
But you're in my office, and I'm on the clock, and I'm supposed to do what I'm supposed to do. That's the thing.
Well, what are you supposed to do, ma'am? I don't understand.
Let me call the postmaster for you.
I don't need the postmaster at all. I just don't understand why you think you're supposed to do certain things.
Because when you work with somebody, you follow people directions, and that's the policy for this job. And I'm asking because you're in the lobby right now. You're recording.
You're a little wrong, and I can show it to you if you'd like.
Sure. Can I see your ID too?
No, you don't need mine. Can I see your ID? Let me see where you live at and all that stuff.
Your ID does not say where you live at.
Yeah, my ID has my address. Everybody's ID has their address.
I'm not talking about the ID. I thought you was working. That's what I'm saying.
I don't work for the post office.
Of course not. I'm not saying
well,
that.
What do you mean then? I don't understand
your
what ID.
As if this is a business. I don't know what you're doing, so I'm asking.
Oh, you didn't ask what I'm doing. You said, can you see my ID?
ID for work is what I'm asking you. If you're in here recording, I would like to see ID, because other than that, you should not be in here. That's why I asked for ID.
I don't.
Not driving ID if you're working. I don't know what you're doing, so I'm asking.
Well, I don't when you say, can I see your ID, I don't understand what you're asking for. I thought you were talking about my driver's license or something like that.
Of course not. You're being funny. You're recording.
I'm not being funny. You said, can I see your ID? And I'm asking, what kind of ID do you want? So
you're recording, so I
do you want to, ma'am?
doing.
I don't want to argue with you. It seems like you're trying to bait me into a confrontation. I don't want a confrontation.
You're recording me.
I told you this thing follows me, so where I look, it goes. And I asked you, can we?
Have customers. Can you please?
Then help them. Leave me alone.
Can you please stop recording this office?
Just leave me alone. I'm gonna go do my thing. Okay? Thank you. There's no reason for confrontation. I don't want to have a confrontation with you.
I'm just doing my job, and
this isn't your job. You're being hostile and abrasive for no reason. That's not your job.
I'm actually not.
This is not? Okay, I feel like you're abrasive. I'm going to let you do your thing, help the customers. Thank you.
Can you please leave? Because there's no point of recording.
I don't need to leave. Well, I will leave when I'm done doing what I need to do. Yeah, but I have some shots to take.
But
So.
where's your ID and stuff like that? Because you can't just walk in anywhere and report people without any consent or anything and don't want to show anything. Do I need to call the cops and follow you? Like, where's your car or anything?
Do you feel like a crime's being committed?
This is federal, and this is, I have
Well,
a right
if
to
there's a
ask
crime
you.
being committed, then you should call the cops. But I'm not committing a crime.
But
So.
I have a right to ask you.
Okay, so not to take anything we say as legal advice, but Brown v. Texas has made it very clear that even cops cannot ascertain somebody's identification unless they've committed a crime. And considering the cops have a little more power than a post office employee, what makes this lady think that she could ever get this man's identification? And I just love the fact that Bay Area Transparency is pulling the Know You card by telling her to identify herself instead, as well as a bunch of other Karens trying to pull a how do you like it, so to speak, by filming him thinking that he's not gonna like it. Hate to break it to you ladies, but if anything, you're just doing this man a favor. But don't worry, we the people, things get even better. When this lady decides to call her supervisor, and I believe the postmaster, and the person on the phone has this to say about Bay Area Transparency's actions.
With the camera, recording me, recording the office,
So
in
she's
the
calling
lobby.
Tamika.
Well, no
This is
ID,
crazy.
no anything.
Okay, it's okay. You just let
Oh.
them report.
Oh.
Anything.
Interesting.
Don't just let them just do whatever. You can't say anything.
There you go.
But he's recording me.
You have to learn your policies.
You can do that. Okay, leave it.
See, I told you, they just don't know.
To stand up on that is the freedom of whatever, right? So if
Jesus.
you're requesting stamps or whatever,
Don't you feel silly? Don't you feel stupid? Don't you feel a little ashamed?
And even after what was said by this postmaster, the lady still proceeds to refuse this man's services and act like he's not allowed to be doing this.
Do you guys have poster 7 up? Do you have a poster 7 that's hung?
I'm no longer talking to you.
Ma'am, this is business with the post office. I'm asking a
This is not
question.
business with the post office.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is with the
asking
post
about
office
poster
show
7.
ID. You don't want to show ID, so
Oh
I
my
can
goodness.
no longer help you. If you wanna
Ma'am,
purchase
I
them,
don't want you to lose
if you
your
wanna
job.
purchase
I'm
them,
asking
if
asking
you
about
wanna ship
poster
a-
7, which is the rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property. It's a law that's hung up. It's supposed to be posted. I'm asking, do you guys have it posted? That is business. Yeah.
No, it's not posted. It's not posted in none of the office. If it is, it's back here, and you can't go back here.
It's supposed to be posted out front. Yeah. It's the rules and regulations. Excuse me, do we have an ETA on your postmaster here? Because I need to do my FOIA request, and I'm kind of done waiting here. So.
She's not coming.
Okay, well, I need to do a FOIA request, and you guys have to take it, and so let's get that done.
What is it? What is it? An employer request?
No, a FOIA request is the Freedom of Information Act. It's a request for public records from this specific office.
Do you know how to do that?
You just write down my request and forward it to your boss. It's really that easy.
How about you write it down and forward it to him?
Well, and I told her the same thing. I don't have my reading glasses. These are my faraway glasses, so writing it down for me is not going to be possible. But the law says written or verbal. So,
I think you knocked out the verbal. We're good.
yeah, so I'm going to do it verbally, and you guys write it down, and we'll be good.
All right, I will certainly let the postmaster know that you had intentions. That you want to leave your card?
No. That's not how it works, brother. Like it's not a choice that you guys have. You guys have to. It's a law. If you don't follow the law, you open up the office to litigation.
What can I say, we the people? Some just never learn. So inevitably, the police do get called on this man, not particularly by any of the post office employees, but by a couple of other Karens who were in there. It takes them roughly, I want to say, maybe 20 minutes to show up, which should really show you how little of an emergency this is. And what happens when they show up, you might be wondering? You all know the drill. Let's roll the tape.
Making the customers uncomfortable. That's one of the customers.
Okay.
Well, that's because you said I'm waiting for your boss to do my Freedom of Information Act. And you guys are supposed to be doing that.
You just
So
asked for that.
I know. Are you guys gonna take it? You can easily say no, and then you'll get a letter from my lawyer.
Paper, we said verbal.
Right,
You
I'm
agreed
trying to
so
give
we're
it to you.
done, right?
No, I haven't asked for anything. You have to
Said
write.
verbal.
Right, I'm giving it to you verbally. You're
Didn't
right.
you say verbal?
Maybe you guys can explain.
Yeah,
She's
okay.
hostile as hell. So,
Ma'am, do you need anything from us?
We just need to close the door, and I don't want to make an issue.
are you guys going to
We have
deny
to
the
at least
Freedom
close
of
the door
Information
to
Act
allow
request?
us to-
If you guys are, I'll be on my way.
I can't hear everybody at once.
But I'll file litigation. Are you going to deny the request?
Okay,
And then we'll just file
Hold on
litigation.
just a second.
Real simple.
She needs to close the door
Okay,
because she's got to count the money.
I got you.
That's, so we got to have
Okay.
at least this lobby closed. He can stand out there.
Okay.
Are you going to deny? Are you going to take the request or not? If you deny, then we'll go with litigation. I
I'm not
don't care.
denying
I just need an answer.
I'm not denying anything. I just.
If you guys are having me leave and not take it, that's a denial by law. So I asked for the request an hour ago. And you've told me wait because my postmaster's coming. Then he says the postmaster is not coming. Can I do the request or not so I can be on my way?
Okay, so do you want to write it down?
And so this man got his FOIA request in and proceeded to finally leave. A successful First Amendment audit, if I do say so myself. But what are all of your thoughts on this? Aside from the obvious, in that these cops wanted to leave as soon as possible, given the fact that they already knew that they'd be wasting their time there, please be sure to let us know what your opinions are in the comments down below. What's more important, however, is that you go show some love and support to Bay Area transparency. Make sure to get subscribed to him and let him know the Recognizing Our Rights sent you. And not only that, everybody, but in case you yourself get involved with the police, whatever the situation may be, you need an attorney at your side at all times. Which is why we want to give you an opportunity to have yourselves an attorney on speed dial when you check out our link in the description and the pinned comment to Attorney Shield. There you can use our promo code of ROR1776 to get your first purchase 10% off. Check that out as soon as possible. But aside from that, thank you once again for tuning in. The only other thing we want from you would simply be to never stop loving the good old Constitution.